How's it going, folks? Jack here. So as you can see, I'm wearing a beanie, and that's because I was just about to go outside, but then I got exposed to something that reminded me of the two constants that we can never truly escape from, ever. The first one being she whose name should never be mentioned in this time of the year. It's almost as if she's in the room with us, sneaking ever so close with her immaculate figure, that ethereal smile, and that goddamn jingle. Miss Carrier side, the second one would be Coca-Cola's everlasting Christmas ad, and how in recent years they've absolutely been fumbling the bag. Yes, Coca-Cola, the company that was invented by a Confederate Civil War veteran seeking to cure his morphine addiction with painkillers and toxic cocktails, whose not-so-secret formula was inspired by a drink that was essentially cocaine and wine, that when inevitably some type of prohibition was going on in the United States and alcohol was banned, the inventor just simply swapped the problematic booze that was in there and just filled the drink with a boatload of sugar and called it Coca-Cola, sold it to children, but of course forgot to remove the cocaine inside. What's interesting is that there was like this period where Coca-Cola truly got into the advertising business as they started targeting the youth a lot more because of a weird campaign that they led against Pepsi.
The right one, the modern light one, now it's Pepsi, for those who think young.
Pepsi belongs to your generation.
Which is kind of funny because Pepsi is not without their own faults, right? They have committed some atrocities too, but it's an hilarious competitor. But of course, Coke will prove to be a lot worse than them. They did, after all, make an advert with the king of pills, so you could argue that bad advertisement is something that has been at the core.
Coca-Cola, now.
And inevitably, when scientists and regulators will take them to court, ask them, why do you keep pumping sugar into children, replacing and or ruining the waterways in many places, just like Nestle, and especially contributing to worldwide obesity, they would simply pay other scientists to write some nerd shit to justify their evils. But most people already know about that, they should be knowing about, so that's in the past. We need to focus on the present, and nothing speaks more like the present than the current AI bubble that is about to burst, and companies that are willfully acting as if it isn't. And no one, and absolutely no one, exemplifies that more than Coke in this new ad, who, in just the last 9 days, so yeah, I'm late to this, got one hell of a ratio, 74,000 dislikes. Jesus Christ. Let me add to that. And naturally, I don't think I need to specify this. The ad is AI generated, so let's give it a look. Created by real magic AI. The thing with AI art is that it's so on the nose. Like, you can tell the uncanny nature of it all is just so much, so apparent.
Don't be suspicious, don't be suspicious.
Oh no, the wheels! That sloth. Gee. The axle actuators. Ew. Oh god, that's so... Yo, no! Whoa, hold on a minute. The people down there. So you notice there's a vignette effect added onto it that the, I don't know, the AI is trying to work through, or no matter how many AI training programs that they've been using for this. But you have the crowd underneath there. First and foremost, there are these people down here who seem to be like dividing or splitting through mitosis or something. Look at that. There's this. You see the split there? And then the crowd, what are they doing in the middle of the road? They all will be killed. The trucks that don't have the same size, the wheel mismatching and everything. Oh my days. Like, those people are dead, okay? Those people down there, they just died. Real magic. They have got to be kidding me, and everyone else on the planet. And of course, if we check the comment section of this video, it gets very brutal. Of course, we have one of the first here, the most profitable commercial in Pepsi's history. Yeah, very, very true. Much like how I stated in the start of the video here, Pepsi is a great competitor. And they are getting one of the greatest layups of the year. Coca-Cola, ChatGPT, create the 2025 Christmas Coca-Cola adverts with animals. ChatGPT, can you specify the type of animal? Coca-Cola, I couldn't care less. Any. And that's so true, because the program went full prehistoric and decided to add in Arctic sloths. How? What the hell? And this one here is one that I stand fully behind. I really miss pre-AI internet. The wildness of people who are constantly wanting to make AI seem as if it was more revolutionary than most of the things that we have had in just the last few decades is insane. It is not that. It's not the transistor's invention. It's not even... It's machine learning, but on steroid. It is great, it has its serviceability, but man, the fact that the vast majority of the applications for these things are not servicing the industries that they were promising, finding cures to the many ailments that they claim that they could help us do through research, but no, let us sponsor slop. But like overall, the fact that Coca-Cola, one of the most profitable companies in the world, whose net worth, actually let me look this up, is in the two-figure billions, 47 of these, is using AI is insane. Why don't you spend money on some of your workers? I am more or less certain that the CEO is David Quincy, isn't it his name? He earns like 1.6 million in a base salary and got like a massive compensation package in 2023 of like $24 million. I had to look that up for to help somebody do an assignment not too long ago. Just to confirm my own suspicion here, yep. 27. Oh my god. Yeah, they've got Mr. Multimillionaire out here who perhaps now has enough money to buy a house in the United States in this economy, but they can't muster the strength to hire somebody, like just an intern, to use a blender and make these things. Listen, some may think that this is harsh, and or some out there might actually enjoy AI art. I don't know what to tell you. I might not even be able to convince you that there's something wrong with it, but I'm gonna tell you this. You using AI art to promote your product indicates for the vast majority of people that you're not even confident to showcase the thing that you care about. I have seen this. My partner works at a toy store, and they have had the opportunity to showcase some of their product using AI for like dolls that they can send out to people. I was mortified. And that was actually something that they managed to roll back before they started to do some of the Christmas arrange. But like, you have got to work with real people and engage truly to showcase that you actually care about the thing that you do. Because the price that we add to things comes from the emotional value, the value that we're assigned to products. Like, to kind of explain this, I saw this thing here that actually was the catalyst for me to make this video. A big reminder that Coca-Cola, despite all of the things that they do in the background, actually used to make things that make us feel pretty happy. I remember the days of searching for the bottle that had like the name of my soon-to-be wife. I'm not getting married just yet. But for my partners, and even sharing it to my friends, despite the fact that I don't even drink Coke. I will go out of my way to buy stuff that I don't like to make them happy. Or whenever somebody will have something like this. This is genuinely fun. right? It felt as if there was like some kind of soul in it.
That's the Christmas spirit.
However, today we have reminders like this one that state that Coca-Cola's Christmas ad made with AI used at least 8 models known to be trained on copyrighted work without permission. Yeah. That really sucks. And of course, the great reminder here being that AI accidentally proved the existence of the human soul by showing us what art looks like without one. And of course, maybe some may argue that we are being tainted by nostalgia, but mind you, these were things that they did. Here's one here, a good reminder, because I remember seeing this as a kid in the turn of the century, like the 90s ad for Coca-Cola with the bear that would drink Coke. You had the trucks there with the lights everywhere. Like the thing that they decided to use AI to make, they could do. Yes, would that cost them extra? Of course it would, but the damn thing was real. But man, I'd much rather take like the early 2000 commercials from Christmas where they were like tongue kissing a Coca-Cola bottle over this bloody AI. The Christmas ad summarized. Now, I'm gonna be honest here and be one of the very few individuals who admit this one thing. I am kinda scared about this technology. Not because of what it can do, but how people are reacting to it. Because there are a slew of people who would be just satisfied with consuming this type of content and just enjoying things that are generated by a computer through just sample prompts. And I'm no authority, so I am not going to tell you how to feel about things. And I would be a hypocrite if I did not admit that there are some AI-assisted content that I appreciate.
Hi, how you doing?
Pretty good. How about you?
I can't complain.
That's good.
It's against the rules.
Oh.
But I think that it is kind of sad to disregard the human attribute of these things, the human component in creating art, especially when the tool that should be used as a tool is not actually being supplementary to the creation of it. It is in the forefront. Because guess what? Coca-Cola have, I guess through some sort of damage control, I don't know how you handle that ratio, have made a behind the scene where they showcase how they've evolved from the ad of yesteryear. And
Hello friends, today we are going to look at something very special because, you know, they're coming, the holidays.
Welcome to the making of the Coca-Cola 2025 Holidays Are Coming ad.
It really feels like this work is, you know, actively shaping how storytelling is evolving. It shows
the voiceover is AI generated. Dead internet commercials, Jesus Christ, dude. I've had a desire to find myself in the world of Cyberpunk 2077 after replaying it recently because I think that the updates are so freaking good. But man, never did I think that the future would be so lame.
Coca-Cola really reimagining the creative workflow, especially in this AI era.
And that's the thing that really sucks because you got the old jingle here from 1995, the year where I was born, where it all it fills me with nostalgia to hear these things again, but feeling the bastardization of it, it's so wrong. And in 2024, of course, they went with that, the real magic AI. The CEO actually spoke about how they are recreating the workflow. But of course, it's the money flow. And then of course, they show what they've done here to the creative process.
How they managed to churn out and carefully refine over 7...
Oh, the prompts. Listen here from the start.
How they managed to churn out a tiny team, like 5 specialists. How they managed to churn out and carefully refine over 70,000 video clips.
70,000.
In just 30 days. That level of precision suggests the team had to go way beyond just simple prompting.
Wow. They did more than just prompting, you know. They had to add in some final touches after they figure out what an art style is. Because mind you, AI cannot, okay, we joke about these things, but it truly can't figure out what art styles truly are like and to keep them consistent.
Yeah.
Shaping the animals, getting the texture right, those big sparkly eyes.
Exactly.
Apparently they didn't catch on to the 180 head. But Jack, isn't the three-toed sloth capable of turning his head like more than a 180? What the hell is he doing in the cold climate? Huh?
But the big shift is clear. What we used to fix at the end, we're now building right from the start.
Post-production is the new pre-production.
Now, they say all this, but what is important to note here is that what they're copying this. The spin clips of the workflow that show that this human curation that they claim to have implied is totally false. That they generated AI concept art, retouching on things that have 0 layers in Photoshop just to try to lie to people again. They are just doing massive cope. Like, the fact that they are calling post-production being the new pre-production is wild. It's simply them saying that, hey, we know that the human element is not something that we are willing to invest in anymore. So, at best, we're going to have them just do the finishing touches. And at worst, we will use AI-generated human to kind of try to sell you to the idea that we actually did some curation with actually having human involved at the end of the process. That is so evil. But hey, this is just the words of a guy who doesn't even drink Coke. I don't, but I do enjoy, at least used to, enjoy the advertisement that they would produce and sometime buy it to friends. But I guess that the best thing that we can do to combat these kind of things is to either raise awareness or just not buy the product. But ain't nobody gonna force people not to drink Coke. Jesus Christ, no. But folks, let me know your thoughts about this subject in the comment section below. Do you like AI art? I just don't understand when big companies do these kind of things. We had that previously with League of Legends, right? The Chinese divisions for Wild Rift and ugh. Anyways, see you guys in the next one. And also, prepare for Mariah Carey.